I told you, lady, that I love you. If I didn't, darling, I'm sorry.
Been together forever, fuck the weather, she ain't never changed. If I lose, you ain't gon' charge it to the game. I'm the one to blame, pleasure over pain. Sorry that you came, put money over fame, never been the same. But I've been deranged, never went insane. All them darker nights, they turn to brighter days. Told you that I never leave your side. Yeah, you always on my mind. I know you down to ride. Through the winter, you a prize. Trophy in disguise, you know it's up, I never lie. Down is where they try to keep me stuck, but I'm up high. Pockets blue just like the sky. I know they wonder why. I know they wonder why.
Yo, welcome to the B.M.W Trading Podcast. And on this episode, we're gonna be talking about love. All right. So with this, I don't want to get too deep. This is not gonna be a long episode. But what I decided to do this time, that's really different. I asked some of my friends, some of my peers, to actually give me some advice, or just give me some explanations as to what love is. Like, give me their experiences, their thoughts about it, right? Because like I can always come up here and I can tell you what I feel about these certain topics, but I'd rather you get a wide array of answers, right? A wide array of experiences. Because I can just tell you from mine, but I'd rather hear from everybody else what love is, right? And the reason why I'm going so deep into love, or why I even chose to talk about it, when we're talking about business and building and manifesting wealth, right? And the reason why I got into love is because without love being incorporated into you growing, you manifesting, you building your wealth, like without actually incorporating love into it, you'll miss a lot of the steps along the way. You'll miss a lot of the important ingredients along the way to building a long, sustainable line of wealth. Right, so you have to know that love is super important, especially when it comes to you loving your business, you loving your employees, you loving yourself enough to continue down the path of success. Like, self-love is just as important as you being humble and you being modest and you allowing for other people to get their wins too. Okay, so like I said, I brought in a couple people. Right, I'm gonna let them go ahead and get their explanations to you right quick. All right.
Love to me is unconditional. It is knowing that someone is there for you in your darkest and hardest moments. It is knowing that someone prioritizes not only you, but everything that you stand for. And they constantly go out of their way to make you happy. It's really an indescribable and undeniable feeling that controls the entire world. Loving one another is important because love is literally the most powerful thing in the world. It is the foundation to every decision that has ever been made, whether we're talking about love internally or externally. And loving one another is how we continue to make steps of acceptance in our society throughout the years. Of course, I have people I love. I love my family and I love my friends. I honestly have never experienced love on a relationship level yet, but I do know what it feels like to have love from friends and family. It is an extremely gracious and satisfying feeling, just knowing that no matter what, you have somebody that is going to be there for you, that you can rely on, that you can count on, and that will do anything to help you, motivate you, inspire you. It's really just amazing. Love is amazing. I love love. We need love. I can't wait to fall in love.
Shit, love to me is like, it's a different type of care that you got for a person, you know, like, you can mess with somebody, you know, be cool with them, you know, and y'all have some sort of relationship, but that don't mean, you know, you necessarily love them. To love somebody is to, like, almost feel what they going through whenever they're going through something. Like, whatever affects them, it affects you in some sort of way. You know, and you always want to do what you can to better their situation, whether it be literally lending a helping hand, giving advice, or just doing whatever you can in your power to keep their head up. That's what I kind of feel like love is to me. It should be unconditional. Like, no matter, what decisions you make, the things you do, how you feel about certain things, sexual orientation, whatever the case may be. As a child, if somebody tells you, they love you, then that shouldn't change no matter what. No matter what bad or good decision you make, no matter what mistake you make, whatever the case may be, you should always have some sort of unconditional love as a child. And it's important to love one another, because if you don't love somebody else, what can you love almost? To love somebody else or to have love for somebody, that's a force that kind of shows you how to move in life almost. Because if you don't love somebody, or if somebody don't love you, then you'll never know what the feeling of love actually feels like. You'll be clueless the whole time. And loving somebody, or having somebody loves you, is like the importance of it is having the thought in your head that you got somebody to count on. Like, if you ain't got nobody to count on in this world, when you sit down and think, you could call on the person that really got love for you and really loves you. And you could count on them for whatever you need that they could possibly do in their power. So, yeah, I love somebody. I love a lot of people. I show love for a lot of people. A lot of people show love for me. And with that, it's like having love for other people, it propels you to move a certain way and do certain things in a certain manner that, won't affect that person that you claim you love negatively, or whatever the case may be. Or if it does affect them negatively, it would be solely out of love. Like, there's a such thing as tough love. Like, yeah, you can tell somebody, what they doing wrong, where they going wrong, and this, that, and the third. And their feelings may be hurt behind it. They may have some, some emotions, or, some type of animosity, or whatever the case may be behind it. But at the end of the day, it's tough love, and you don't want to do nothing but see them progress in life. And the feeling of being loved is almost unexplainable, because it's like, when you feel loved. Like, when somebody love you, and when somebody they just cool with you. Like, the difference between, your girlfriend loving you and some other girl that you messing with claiming that she loves you. You know what I'm saying? You can tell when somebody loves you and when somebody don't, because it's action behind it. It's action behind it. And those actions validate the love that next person says that they got for you.
Stream the song that everybody is talking about, Evian by DSCO33, out now on all audio streaming platforms. Or head over to www.HausHill Entertainment.com for more exclusive music, merchandise, and behind-the-scenes footage of DSCO33.
What is love? Love is everything, right? Like, love is everything, bro. Love is everything. It's an action. It's a term of endearment. It's a way of life. Like, love is more than just a feeling. It's a feeling that you get when you look up to someone like your parents or your peers. But love is always there. Like it's always around you, and everything that you do, you see, and everything, right? And I can say that because I watch it as we play sports, right? We grow plants, we wash our cars, we take care of our shoes, right? Like the things that we love and the things that we care for, the things that we spend money on, we more so love those things as well. And if you're not loving those things, a lot of times those things will deteriorate or they'll go bad because you're not taking care of them. And like the care that you give also shows the kind of love that you have for something, right? Now, it is important to love one another because we are all looking to be loved. I don't know a person out there that's not looking for a companion, at least, you know what I'm saying? If they're not looking for a companion, they're just looking for more money, right? And that's cool. That's how I am. I'm looking for more money. Like, don't get it twisted though. I'm definitely like looking for love too, but love comes when it's time to. Like the love that you receive for like the content that you create, the love that you receive for the way that you move around in life, like the love that you receive from your family, the love that you receive from your dog when you come home, like those things happen at the right time. There's a time and place for everything, and love will come to you coming from that aspect. But you have to actually be able to put love into everything too. Like love, you give out love more so than you receive love a lot of times, especially now, right? So like I say, love comes in the form of support, right? Like with me, I make music, right? So I love my father, like he actually sits and listens to me rap. Like when he sits and listens to me actually like come up with verses or whatnot, and then he gives me some advice on like what I should do with the song or with these videos. Like that's love to me because it's supporting my dream, right? It keeps me motivated, right? Getting text messages from people like, man, I love that album, I love this song, and they send me lines from the song that they like the most. Like that's like a form of love to me. And like that keeps me going, that keeps me agile, that keeps me ready, it keeps me like locked in to actually becoming better, or just to keep pursuing my dream. You know what I'm saying? Because they love it, now I can love it more too, right? So you want to treat others how you want to be treated, right? Matthew 22:39 says, it's right out the Bible, love your neighbor as yourself. Right, you want to love the people that you see on the street. You want to love the world that you're living in, the world that you see on the outside of your house. Like I'm looking directly outside right now. Like you want to love the world just like you love yourself. And remember, if you don't love yourself yet, that's where you have to start. You have to start on the inside before you can really give it on the outside. Okay, and like the self-love, it's a process, right? Self-love is a process, but there's a lot of things that you can do on that journey. Like when you meditate, or when you're actually like looking in the mirror and you're affirming that you're the best. You're affirming your success, you're affirming your beauty, like in the morning. Like that's a form of self-love. Like those are things that you need along the journey, because you have to love yourself so you can love everyone else as well, right? I love everybody. Like I have no hate in my heart for people. I wasn't really raised that way, number one. But number two, like I just don't, because I understand that everybody has their own way of life, their own walk, their own path. So if they come into a point in their life where they don't know how to give love off, or they're just like their form of love is like through hate, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's something, everybody's different, everybody has their own takes, right? But I can't hate somebody because I wasn't raised that way. It takes a lot of energy to hate. It takes a lot of energy to hate, or just to not love, right? There's more peace in allowing than it is forcing it, right? I can't force you to love me, but I can allow you to come around to loving me. I can allow you to come around to actually like dealing with me. If not, it's cool. I continuously walk on my path, but I still have no hate in my heart towards you, because that's not gonna progress me. It's not gonna progress you. Like us not liking each other, that's not gonna help out anything out. So I just continue to move with love, or continue to just move at my own pace, because everything comes when it's time to, right? So to be loved, it's like it's a warm, fulfilling feeling, right? One that's really unmatched, unconditional, and almost unexplainable. And the reason why I say it's unexplainable is because there's so many explanations. Like it's hard for me to actually explain to you like the best way, like it's hard for me to explain to you what love is without giving you metaphors and similes, you know what I'm saying? Without just actually showing you all of the different places where you see love, like, and just the quality that people make things. Like even with this shirt was made by Kobe Capri, right? This is a Spurs Fashion Club shirt. Designed everything by him, handmade by him. So it's like he puts time and effort into it. The time and effort that you put into something can equate to the love that you put into it as well. Like he putting time and effort into it, making sure that the tag look good. You know what I'm saying? Making sure everything's like it's stitched perfectly. Like it's love that gets put into the quality of things, of the making of things. Just like God put love into you. There's a Bible verse that says, God is love. So if God is love, then you are love as well, because you are image, or spitting image. You know what I'm saying? You were made in His likeness, right? So there are many different types and levels of love, other than just the love that you would give to your partner, other than the love that you would get from your family, right? There's other types of love, right? So one, you got philia, right? I'm gonna give you three Greek words for love, right? There, like as I said, they're different types. So these are 3 Greek words for love, right? One of them is philia, which is the friendship type of love, right? So it's the love that you give your friends, like regardless. I feel like as if though love is unconditional, meaning that regardless of what your friends do, you'll never really hate your friends. You'll not like them for a certain amount of time, but you can never get over the fact that you guys, we used to go get ice cream together, the fact that you guys, we used to go to the movies together, the fact that you guys grew up eating the same, you know what I'm saying, sharing lunches. Like you guys, you can never forget that part, right? That part is always going to be in your memory. It's always going to be a part of you and your story. So like you can't really get rid of that friendship love. Now, it's understandable where you don't talk to your friends for a long time because the fact that you love them so much, you don't even want to talk to them because you know that it could end up in an argument or end up in you not liking them again. And it's like you would rather just keep your distance. Sometimes distance is a great form of love. You know, sometimes distance is a great form of love. So eros is a romantic type of love, and that's the kind of love that you give to your partner, somebody that you grow and become compatible with, right? And you most likely start to have that romantic relationship over time. Time has to be put into a relationship or into just a friendship. You know what I'm saying? Just the time that you put into a friendship can grow into one of these eros kinds of love, right? And then you have agape love, which is it's just general empathy or loving kindness for all people. So it's a pure type of love. It's the kind of love that God is, right? Because like I say, God is love, and if God is love, that means you are love, and He loves us all, and regardless of what we do, regardless of whatever we do, we can repent, and we get that same kind of love from God regardless. Like He's gonna always bless us because you are made in His image. He only wants to see you successful, and the more that you decide to walk down that path with Him, the more love I guess He decides to show you. You know, like the more blessed you become, and that's just because you're walking in that path. So love comes in a lot of different ways, and that's the main thing I'm trying to get you guys to understand. Like love is all around you, right? So my definition of love is an infinite and unconditional action that we put into everything that we do and everyone that we meet, right? Infinite, meaning it's forever. I don't think that love could really die. I feel like love sometimes, like love dwindles. Maybe love isn't as strong. The love for you isn't as strong as it was before, but I'll never not love you. I'll never not know you. I'll never not have the knowledge and the care for you that I once had. You know what I'm saying? Like that'll always be there. It's unconditional, meaning like whatever you do to me, I will still feel the same way about you. I'll still care for you regardless, right? And that's just me, you know. And that's not everybody, but like I said, that's just me. That's who I've become, right? So the best definition that I found for love, because like I told you, if you go search up love right now, you'll get 1,000 definitions. You'll get a million, because there's so many different types and levels of love. Like you'll never really come to a good answer unless you decide to figure it out yourself, right? So, or find it for yourself and define it for yourself, which I did. I just gave you my definition, but the best definition that I found online searching was unselfish, loyal, and benevolent concern for the good of one another. So basically more so tailoring to the agape love, because I feel like that's the highest level of love, right? And the reason why I feel like that's the best definition is because it says unselfish, right? Meaning like it's not just for me, it's for you. Like selfless, like it's not just for me, it's for you, bro. Like loyal, meaning that it's gonna like I say, it's forever. Like it's gonna always be by your side, but always be by your side, right? And it's benevolent concern, and the benevolent concern for one another, for the good of another, right? The benevolent concern for the good of another. The kind and caring form of love, caring form of concern for the good of another, right? That's crazy. But you see love everywhere. You see love everywhere. Everyday life. It surrounds you. The universe itself like replenishes itself for you. It's an abundance waiting on you right now. But you have to just embrace the love that's already out here in the world, right? You have to embrace it. So like I say, I didn't want to be on here too long. I just wanted to give you guys my definitions of love and what I feel like love is, and just to make sure that you guys understand, like, love is everywhere. And we need to add more love into our businesses, into our everyday life, into our relationships. Add love, you feel me? Like, try and figure out the way that you respond to love the best. Try and figure out the way that you want to be loved, you know, the way that you can actually receive love. It's important. And like, make sure that you love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you won't be able to love another. And that's something that we learned a long time ago, something that I'm still trying to embrace it right now. Even just me accepting love, like, it's still a process. It's all a process, bro. But your journey, the reason why you're here is to build and manifest the wealth for yourself. Remember, wealth isn't just money. It's long-term financial stability, and you have to be able to love yourself enough to create that longevity. All right. So what I want you guys to do is make sure that you follow B.M.W Trading, follow HausHill Entertainment, and this is the call to action, right? DM me or comment under one of the pictures your favorite love song, right? And whoever has the best, whoever can actually, like, send me the best, one of the oldest, who can send me the most love songs, whatever, like, send me some great love songs. And what I'm gonna do is send the best one, a B.M.W Trader hoodie, all right? On the house, on me. And if you want to go purchase your own, you can find it on HausHillEntertainment.com. We have a whole shop on there. So make sure that you guys follow me and follow HausHill Entertainment, right? B.M.W Trading, HausHill Entertainment on Instagram, Twitter, what have you, Facebook. It's all on there. So make sure you guys go check that out, and I'll see you on the next one, all right?
Check out Season 2, the hit B.M.W Trading Podcast by DSCO, every Wednesday on the HausHill Entertainment Networks. B.M.W Trading Podcast helps you gain more financial literacy to a better life. Head over to www.HausHillEntertainment.com or download the free HausHill Entertainment app exclusively for iPhone and Android devices.